is what I do on the daily. This is my office, my training studio. Learning how to be a pilot, praise God. Here's our tachometer. This gives you your engine, RPM readout, how fast your propeller's spinning. This is your turn coordinator. Keep that ball in the middle, use the rudder. Helps you keep coordinated in your turns. Here's a heading indicator. This little baby here. Set that. I'll tell you what magnetic heading to fly towards. I think we're using runway 17 today, so I'll go ahead and set it for 15, 6, 17. And match that baby up with the okay, there we go. Here's our vertical speed indicator. It shows us how many feet per minute we're climbing or descending. Nav, VOR. Here's our altimeter. That should read out exactly what our height is above sea level. It's around 534 feet. This is our attitude indicator. So it'll tell you where your nose of the airplane is pointed. It's off right now, but it should be all lined up there once we turn everything on. And here's our airspeed indicator, which is measured by the pitot tube right there. It gets ram air from as we fly through the air rams through the little sensor and gives us a airspeed readout. Here's our suction gauge. That's for our gyroscopic instruments, which are our heading indicator, our altimeter, and our attitude indicator. Here's our fuel quantity gauge. We got two full tanks, about 40 gallons of usable fuel, holds a total of 43 gallons. There's our ammeter, our little alternator, and our battery on the master switch down there. And that shows us if we got a negative or positive charge. We'll check that during our run-up. We have our, what are these right here?
These are our circuit breakers. So I'll run the back of my hand across these, make sure that they're all checked in. If we have an electrical component that overloads, one of these will pop out and I'll have to grab maintenance to come look at it for some things.
Carburetor heat. This works in tandem with the throttle. Here's our mixture. Gives us our mixture of, if it's full rich, you push it all the way in, and that gives you a higher fuel ratio. You pull it out and lean it, gives you more air to fuel mixture. There's our lights, and it's our avionics master switch. There's the ignition switch. Just stick the key in there. In fact, I'll grab it off right now and stick it in there. And here's our what do you call that? Transponder. You can squawk the code that the control tower gives you. Usually it's on 1200. If you have an emergency, set it to 7700. If you lose communications, 7600. And if you're being hijacked, 7500. I don't get a lot of government forces involved. You squawk 7500. Here's our ident, so you identify yourself to the tower if they ask you to, and switch it between alt and standby. I think we use standby for taxi, alt for takeoff. VFR, our visual flight rules. Here's our radio stack, our comms, communication. We set it here, and we can switch back and forth between 1 and 2. There's COM 1, COM 2, nav 1, nav 2. That's all navigation frequencies there. So yeah, this is our yoke. You press this to key the mic when you're talking. Cessna 12904 Fox taxiing across the south end of the runway, 35, Pierce County. There's an example there. Pull this back. The nose rises You push it forward, you push the nose down, move it left, move it right, so forth. Here's our flap control. You move that baby down, look at those flaps. Move it all the way down to 40. And move it back up all the way, they'll come back up. So yeah.